Once upon a time, there was a kind girl named Cinderella. She lived with her mean stepmother and stepsisters. They made her do all the hard work in the house. Cinderella was always smiling, even though they were not nice to her. One day, a special invitation came. The king's son was having a big party, and everyone was invited. Cinderella was so excited, but her stepsisters laughed at her and said, "You can't go. You don't have a nice dress." Cinderella was very sad. She wanted to go to the party so much. Then something amazing happened. Her fairy godmother appeared with a sparkle and a flash. "Don't worry, Cinderella," said the fairy godmother. "I will help you." With a wave of her magic wand, the fairy godmother turned Cinderella's old clothes into a beautiful gown. She also changed a pumpkin into a shiny golden carriage and mice into handsome horses. Cinderella was overjoyed. "Thank you, fairy godmother," she said. But the fairy godmother had one important rule. "You must leave the party before midnight. At midnight, the magic will wear off." Cinderella promised she would. She went to the party, and everyone was amazed by how beautiful she looked. The prince saw her and thought she was the most wonderful girl ever. They danced and laughed all night, but as the clock ticked closer to midnight, Cinderella remembered the fairy godmother's warning. She ran out of the palace, leaving behind a tiny glass slipper. The next day, the prince went to every house with the glass slipper. He wanted to find the girl who fit it perfectly. When he reached Cinderella's house, her stepsisters tried on the slipper, but it was too small for them. Then Cinderella tried on the slipper. It fit perfectly. The prince was so happy to find her. He asked Cinderella to be his princess forever. Cinderella said yes, and they lived happily ever after. The stepmother and stepsisters were never mean to her again. Cinderella's kind heart and the magic of the fairy godmother made her dreams come true. And that's how Cinderella went from a life of chores to living in a beautiful palace with her prince.